Well, hello everyone. This is Lawrence making, I guess you can call this kind of a follow-up video to the one I posted yesterday about uh, the two albums by Paul McCartney. Um, First one, Ram, which is Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney, it's credited towards, and Band on the Run, which is credited Paul McCartney and Wings. Anyway, you may want to, if you haven't seen that video, you may want to go back and watch it. It's only like 12, little over 12 minutes long. And I made a very interesting comparison on how those two albums are different, like having two suns, and the suns are just totally different. Okay, today I am doing a video of my impressions of the follow-up album to Band on the Run, Venus and Mars. That's the title, which came out, I think, about a year and a half or almost 2 years. Let me see. 2 years after Band on the Run. Okay. And this is a anniversary reissue edition. I think it came out in 2010. And I also have the anniversary edition that came out, the 25th anniversary edition. I forgot what year it came out. Anyway, successful Band on the Run, and it came time to release a follow-up album, which was Venus and Mars are all right tonight. um, so this album was very much, anticipated after the success of Band on the Run, and I just want to give some thoughts on it. Wings went from a trio of Paul McCartney, Linda McCartney, and Denny Lane, where they added to the lineup to replace the people the musicians who booted out after, right before they started Band on the Run. And that's Jimmy McCullough on lead guitar, Joe English on drums, and so two musicians were added, and Venus and Mars was recorded in at C. St. New Orleans and Wally Heiderla the Pit, okay, studio, and it was I consider it to be a good follow-up album. Not quite the magic of Band on the Run, because I just love that album. Excuse me. But it was a very successful album. Um, Not quite as the three hits, but it did have the big hits. Listen to What the Man Says. I'll read down the titles and give my impression. Uh, Venus and Mars, very short opening piece that goes into the rock show, which was very cool. And that was released as a second single, but it was more of a minor hit, but it was a great song. Uh, Love and Song, which was I believe the B-side to Listen to What the Man Says, the first single off the album. Um, you Gave Me the Answer, uh, Montego and Titanium Man, Letting Go, which is a great song. Um, Venus and Mars reprise, Spirits of Ancient Egypt, Medicine Jar, Call Me Back Again, which was, I think, was kind of an attempt to do another Oh Oh Darling. Listen to What the Man Says, which is really my favorite track off the album. It was the single, and it just has that nice flowing, melodic feel to it with the saxophones. I think, yeah, Tom Scott, courtesy of Ode Records, did the saxophone parts on it, solo on it. Treat Her Gently, Lovely Old People, which is about, relationships, and, guys should be kind to their wives, their loved ones. Uh, Crossroads was an instrumental, which is fantastic, but I learned that it's an instrumental that Paul McCartney did not write. It came from somewhere else. And then on the reissue, I think this is a mid 90s reissue, you got 3 bonus tracks: Zoo Gang, Lunchbox, Odd Socks, and My Carnival. Okay. Um, so 13 tracks and then 3 bonus tracks brings it to 16. Uh, I felt like Venus and Mars, why I enjoyed it tremendously. It didn't quite have the magic of Band on the Run. So Band on the Run was a 5. Venus and Mars, a very strong 4. Um, it was said that John Lennon was supposed to go down to New Orleans and visit Paul during the sessions and making of this album, but for whatever reasons that didn't happen. But if you listen to the harmonizing on the track Venus and Mars, I could hear John Lennon doing that. And if Lennon had visited McCartney and that was the track they were working on, I could imagine Lennon doing the harmony vocals. Venus and Mars has a reprise. Yeah, I'm looking at here. Venus and Mars reprised, and but it's not listed on the thing here. This is very confusing. Oh yeah, here it is. Number 7, Venus and Mars reprise. So that's my impression of Venus and Mars. Strong follow up, not quite as strong as Band on the Run. 2 new members joining the band for the recording of this album, and the tour that would follow, Wings Over America tour. Here's the album that came out, and this was a pretty good band. Not quite as um, into the McCartney's recent band, which I think technically is better, but this lineup had a rawness to them, which I like. Okay, so after Venus and Mars, the follow-up albums, London Town, Speed of Sound, um, Back to the Egg, and McCartney 2, those albums just seem to have McCartney sunk into a business as usual pattern. But it would be for Tug of War, where McCartney produced a top-notch album that I always knew he could do. So anyway, Band on the Run, Venus and Mars, 2 really good albums. Masterpiece, Band on the Run, and The Little Engine That Could, Venus and Mars. So that's my impression. I will be doing another video, which I hope to get out tomorrow. And I did get a few comments for the Band on the Run Ram video, and I liked I like to get responses, but not a whole lot. I like to keep my page small, and anyone who posts a comment on my any of my postings, I will definitely comment back. I don't want, like, 10 zillion comments. I want to keep it kind of small, a small community. Okay, I hope everyone has a good weekend, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.